Short, the loneliest boy in Bushwick. Cold open. Interior reception hall, night. A rented reception area in Brooklyn filled with people and folding chairs. Nolan, 24, white, sad, stares into space.
Who are you? What gives your life purpose? Is your role at work? Meaningful relationships with peers? Love?
Nolan flinches at the last word. He focuses on the woman on stage delivering the speech. She stands in front of a banner, Barton Institute.
Of course, we at Barton Institute of Continuing Career Development are not prepared to answer these questions for you.
Leo, 22, Indonesian, stoned, taps on Nolan's shoulder.
Nolan, when do we get to eat?
You reek of weed.
Leo slides back into his seat.
We will equip you with the necessary skills to start your career so you can begin leading the life you're meant to have.
The woman's speech continues in the background.
I forget. Why are we here?
I'm entering professional school to get my life on track, start my career, find a better apartment, move out of B's house.
And once you prove you're not a bum, Dallas will want you back.
Nolan scowls.
Have you heard from him yet?
Nolan shows his phone to Leo. Displayed on the screen, we need to talk. When are you free?
I don't know how to reply. I need to show that I've changed.
You're in school, that's something.
But will that be enough for him?
Why don't you stop worrying about Dallas and just focus on yourself?
This is me focusing on myself.
Hold up. I think she's almost done.
Refreshments will be served at the tables behind you. Feel free to mingle with your peers. Classes start next week.
Leo lunges for the back as she finishes speaking. His chair crashes over in the silence. The rest of the audience follows suit. Nolan sighs and locks his phone. End of cold open. Act 1. Interior reception hall, later. Nolan stands in line at the refreshments table. Ursula, 26, white, bohemian, holds up the line as she considers the spread. She spins around to him.
Hey, do you think these mini quiches are vegan?
What?
No, they definitely have egg. That's the whole point of a quiche. Ugh, nothing at this table is safe.
What about those asparagus spears?
Yeah, I guess I'm eating crudites tonight.
You mean crudité?
Oh, is that how it's pronounced? I've seen the word spelled out all my life, and I've never heard it out loud. I promise I'm not an idiot.
I didn't say you were.
God, I'm a disaster at first impressions. I'm Ursula.
She extends her hand. They shake.
Hi, I'm Nolan.
Leo pops up next to Nolan, carrying 2 paper plates sandwiched together.
Dude, I scored the mother load. Look, they have little hamburgers.
Leo grabs a slider from the table. People in line react with disgust. Ursula laughs.
And who's this?
This is my roommate Leo. He's passionate about food.
I love it.
I see that.
Can we keep the line moving?
Sorry. I don't think I'm going to find anything here. Why don't we blow this joint and get some junk food?
Yeah, my inventory is low on carbohydrates.
It's decided. Let's go.
Ursula drops her empty plate and walks off with Leo.
Really? Leo? Wait for me!
He sets his plate down apologetically, scurries after them. Exterior, Irving Square Park, night. Nolan sits between Leo and Ursula on a bench eating french fries. Leo wolfs his down. Ursula picks at hers.
People always think my veganism is a health thing. It's actually a morality thing. I practically subsist on ethical potato products.
Yeah, I love cruelty-free fries.
You get it. I'm so glad I met you. My husband has been bugging me to make friends ever since we moved here from Michigan, but it's so hard with my anxiety. I seem really outgoing now, but every fiber of my being is telling me to shut up, and I'm seriously overcompensating.
Easy, it's okay. Making friends is hard. Leo is the only person I see outside of work.
You already have a job.
I work at the G&P outlet to cover rent. Not like a rental, not like a real career.
What about you, Leo?
Me? I sell bagels. It's chill.
Speaking of work, what time is it?
Nolan pulls his phone out. The text from Dallas is still displayed. He tries to lock it quickly, but Ursula has already caught a glimpse.
We need to talk. Who's Dallas?
This is
No.
my boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Nolan shoots Leo a look.
Ex-boyfriend?
Ex-boyfriend.
quasi-ex-boyfriend?
Ursula smirks. She isn't letting Nolan off the hook.
We're on a break at the moment.
On a break? What does that even mean? Is it like a gay thing or an American thing or?
Finished with his fries, Leo balls up the fry cone and drops it next to him on the bench.
I already explained this to you. He needs time to find himself.
Is that what he told you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Ursula shrugs.
Relax, dude. He'll come to his senses. You two were meant to be.
As he says this, Leo reaches over, plucks Nolan's half-finished fry cone from his lap, and resumes eating.
I don't know the guy, but people who are finding themselves don't tend to stay in relationships.
We've been together for 2 years now. It's just got complicated when we came to the city.
Take it from an old lady like me.
Aren't we the same age?
Being tied down sucks. You should be out there guzzling the sweet nectar of life.
That's disgusting.
I didn't mean it like that.
Ursula shoves Nolan. Leo takes the rest of her fries.
Dallas said we were codependent and we needed a break to find ourselves. I was on board at first, but the more we are apart, the happier he got. He found himself. That's why I enrolled at Barton. If I start doing something with my life, he won't think I'm a loser.
Leo balls up his empty fry cone, tosses it into the garbage.
Hey, that paper is compostable.
What does that mean?
Nolan, if you're only bettering yourself for a man, then you're not really bettering yourself at all.
I'm doing it for myself. I don't want to be folding clothes forever.
If you say so.
This got awkward. I'm going home.
Leo gets up to go. Nolan follows.
I'll see you in class, Ursula.
She jumps up to stop them.
Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry into your life so much. God, why do I always do this? This is why I have no friends.
It's cool, really.
No, you were just really vulnerable with me and I shouldn't have judged. Wait, I just had an idea. Give me your phone.
Ursula snatches Nolan's phone from his hand, begins typing.
What are you doing?
I told Dallas you meet him tomorrow night. You can tell him about your self-discovery.
What? Stop. I haven't made any progress yet.
It's okay. I'll help you figure it out. I'm practically a life coach.
This chick is a psycho.
You're going to help me get my life together in order to impress my quasi-ex-boyfriend by tomorrow.
How hard can it be? It's all mental anyway. We'll just change your outlook on life. That's on its own. And that on its own will be enough to win him back.
Not like you have a choice, dude.
All right. But this is about finding myself, not getting Dallas back.
You keep telling yourself that.
Ursula hands Nolan back his phone. She hugs him.
I'll be the best life coach you ever had. Let's meet here again tomorrow afternoon.
You're going to fix Nolan's life on the playground.
You too. I'll fix both your lives.
There's nothing wrong with my life.
Says the stoner who sings opera in his room all day.
There is a huge difference between classical voice and opera.
Come on. I'm not doing this alone.
Fine, but I'm only gonna watch.
Ursula squeals and hugs Leo too.
My husband will be so proud of me. 2 new best friends and a newfound passion for life counseling.
What could possibly go wrong?
End of Act 1. Act 2. Interior Dallas's apartment. Day, 6 months ago. Small Manhattan apartment, boxes everywhere. Dallas, 24, white, stressed, inspects a wilting succulent with concern. Nolan enters with a plastic tub. He is brighter here.
That's the last one.
I wish you hadn't put the plant in the truck bed on the way up.
Nolan, noticeably sweatier than Dallas, grabs a water bottle from the fridge, chugs it. He crosses to Dallas.
There's no room in the cabin. It was him or me. Did you want him to drive all your stuff up here?
Nolan hugs Dallas from behind, the latter still preoccupied with the plant. Nolan turns him around. They kiss. Dallas breaks it to start unpacking.
Thank you for bringing the last of it up. I'm sorry I couldn't do the drive with you.
It's okay. You had to work. Your great opportunity is the whole reason we moved. Assistant manager of the City Arts Foundation?
Assistant to the manager, and I hope you didn't move just for me.
You asked me to. Besides, you know I love you.
Nolan tries to wrangle Dallas into another hug.
I just want to make sure you're living your own life too.
Don't worry, babe. I'm working retail back home, and now I'm working retail here.
But don't you want to do more with your life? Don't you have dreams?
Well, I want to get married someday, have a child, teach them Marxist critical theory.
I'm being serious, Nolan. You don't want to be folding clothes forever.
Why not? It's fun. Easy. New York has a $15 minimum wage.
It's just so sad.
Dallas's phone begins to ring.
Don't be classist. It's an honest living. All work has value.
It's Mark. Hey, I'm in the middle of unpacking. Really? Okay, I'll be right there. I have to run. Can you finish up?
Dallas dons a dress shirt over his tee.
I'll take care of everything here.
The door slams, closed behind Dallas. Interior, B's apartment, Nolan's room, morning, present. Nolan awakens to his cell phone alarm. He is in a twin bed in a decrepit shoebox of a room. An exposed pipe runs from a hole in the ceiling into the floor. He rolls out of bed. Interior, G&P sales floor, morning. The sales floor of a fast fashion outlet. Generic articles of clothing are displayed on racks and tables. Nolan and Linda, 20, Puerto Rican, brilliant but uninspired, fold sweaters at a table in the back.
So then this chick says she's gonna help you get Dallas back.
No, Linda, she's going to help me get my life together. I'm meeting her in the park after work. She has a self-improvement regime for me.
I wish a stranger would offer me free life counseling.
Counseling? You both need more than that to solve your issues.
Hung, 30s, Vietnamese, severe, appears behind them.
Hung, guess what? Nolan has a whole scheme to win Dallas back.
Letting your relationship drama get in the way of your work as usual?
What's wrong with my work?
Hung ignores Nolan's protest and glowers at the sweaters.
Finish this table before Harold walks through. And those folds better be crispy.
Hung marches away. They begin again with Fever.
Did that seem hostile to you?
No, why?
Hung hates me. Hung hates me. We used to be best friends, but he's just so mean now.
He's our supervisor. He's supposed to be mean.
You can't see it because you're his new best friend.
Don't be bitter just because of this whole Dallas situation.
And how are things with Ryan?
Graduating early was such a mistake. They kicked me out of the dorm, so I'm back in Bushwick with my family. And Ryan never makes the effort to visit me. It's like we're dating long distance. In the same city, he never calls, never texts, and when I try to make plans, he ditches me for his friends.
Linda's rage builds until she begins throttling the sweater she's been working on. Nolan dives in to protect the pile.
Whoa, the sweater is innocent.
That's just what he wants you to think. All men are the same.
It's a woman's sweater.
So is this Ursula legit?
I hope so. Why?
My life needs some improvement too. I'm joining you in the park later.
Exterior, Irving Square Park, day. Nolan, Leo, and Linda are lined up in front of the playground. Ursula paces before them in a campy tracksuit.
Listen up, maggots. You're all here for one reason and one reason only. To get your sorry lives into gear.
Not me. I'm just here to watch.
Ursula gets in his face.
What's that? You think you got it all figured out? You're already the best version of yourself. There's nothing you can do to be better?
I guess.
Ursula blows her whistle in his face.
Drop and give me 20.
But
I said drop!
Leo begins doing push-ups.
So is this like a boot camp?
Oh, hi. I haven't met you yet.
I'm Linda, Nolan's coworker. He said you were helping him get his life on track, and I figured I could use some guidance too.
That's very wise of you. Why don't you start with some laps?
Excuse me?
Whistles.
Run!
Linda yelps and takes off.
I'm so good at this.
I hate to interrupt, but how is this helping me find myself?
I figured you need discipline.
Leo stands up.
then why isn't he doing push-ups?
No one asked you, Leo!
Linda jogs up, panting after one lap.
How many laps am I supposed to do?
Okay, this is a waste of time.
Ursula clutches at him desperately.
Wait, I haven't helped you yet.
I don't even know you. Why do you want to help me so badly?
Because I don't know how else I'm supposed to make friends. People always say I'm weird and annoying, but if I'm useful, maybe they won't leave me.
Wow, she's even sadder than Nolan.
Ursula bursts into a sob.
Okay, now, there's no need for that. I know you're trying to help. I'm grateful for that. I guess I just don't really know how you're supposed to do that.
There has to be something. Some aspect of your life that I can mend.
How about his lack of ambition?
What? I'm in professional school.
Or his inability to perform meaningful connections with people.
What's wrong with the way I connect to people?
Maybe he's just hopeless.
What kind of life coach calls her client hopeless?
The crazy kind who gives advice you never asked for. The kind you pick up at school orientations.
I don't have time for this. I'm meeting Dallas in a few hours.
You're right. We can't achieve the kind of personality overhaul you require on the playground.
Is that not what I said?
What we need is psychotherapy.
End of Act 2. Act 3. Interior B's apartment, living room, day. A large living room with many plants. Nolan lies on a couch. Ursula sits at his head. Leo and Linda sit opposite them.
Tell me when this problem began.
Which problem specifically?
I don't know. Pick one.
Is she qualified to give therapy?
It's not like it can get any worse.
I heard that.
Nolan, we're all here because we love and support you.
Speak for yourself. I live here.
I love you, Nolan.
We all do. Now, why don't you tell me about when you and Dallas split?
I thought everything was fine until he said he needed some space.
Interior B's apartment, Nolan's room, 3 months ago. The decrepit shoebox room, empty beside an unmade twin bed. B, 60s, black, joyless, enters. She hands the keys to Nolan, who is lugging 2 garbage bags. Behind him, Dallas is carrying a 3rd bag.
Rent is due on the 1st. Try to be on time.
She leaves. The 2 men enter, drop their bags.
Home sweet home.
Why did you choose this place?
This is all I can afford.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting tired of apologies.
I was offering my condolences.
Somehow that's worse.
Leo knocks on the door frame. He's wearing his headphones.
Which one of you gentlemen is my new neighbor?
That would be me.
Leo tries to engage Nolan in a fist bump, handshake routine. It fails spectacularly.
The name's Leo. I'm down the hall.
I'm Nolan. This is Dallas.
A pleasure.
You cats seem to have this handled. Hope my singing doesn't bother you.
You're a singer?
I got my degree in classical voice. Can't really find gigs though.
I work for Mark Dacus, the manager at City Arts Foundation. Here's my card. If you have any videos or a SoundCloud, just send me the link.
Cav? Dude, that's sweet. Thanks.
Leo takes the card, exits. Nolan tears into the first bag.
That's so great. Just making connections wherever you go.
Nolan, this place is falling apart. Are you sure you want to live here?
No, I want to live in Manhattan with my boyfriend. But he needs alone time, so I have to relocate to the middle of nowhere, Bushwick.
This is supposed to be a very up-and-coming neighborhood.
Too bad I can't afford the gentrified part, huh?
Nolan, can't you see how bad our dynamic is? You do so much for me. I'm keeping you from what you want.
All I want is to support you.
That's too much pressure on me.
You're breaking up with me because I'm too good of a boyfriend? You'd prefer someone with, what, a life?
I wouldn't mind dating a man who wants to make something of himself.
I don't see why you have to end things instead of just saying that.
Dallas shakes his head, walks to the door.
This is only temporary. I need to be on my own for a bit. You can sit on your hands or you can do something with your life.
Dallas leaves. Nolan drops onto the unmade bed. Leo's voice travels through the hall, singing a sappy love song. Interior B's apartment, living room, day, present.
That was my wake-up call. I knew I had to do something with my life, so I enrolled at Barton.
Oh, brother.
Do you have something to say, Leo?
Do I have to spell it out?
By all means.
Nolan doesn't care about fixing his life. He just wants to get Dallas back. This is a waste of time.
How can you say that? I thought you were here to support me.
He is supporting you, Nolan. He may not be speaking delicately, but he has your best interest at heart.
Why do you always take everyone else's side, Linda?
I do not.
Hung? Leo? Next you're going to say Dallas was right to leave me.
Well, if you get this defensive anytime someone gives you a little feedback, maybe he was.
Unbelievable! You know what? I don't have to take this from you. Leo, you say I have no ambition, but you work at a bakery because they let you get high and eat all the unsold pastries. Linda, Ryan is your only friend, but he won't even make time to see you. But I have trouble connecting with people.
Okay, Nolan, maybe you're going a little too far.
And Ursula, how are you supposed to help people when you can't even help yourself? My anxiety keeps me from meeting people, yet you had no trouble prying into my life, using my pain for your own voyeuristic enjoyment.
Stunned silence from all. Ursula collects her things.
I'm sorry I intruded and exploited your vulnerability, and I'm sorry my actions have caused you pain.
She hurries out, crying. Nolan is ashamed. Leo rises.
You really did it now, Nolan.
Leo, I'm sorry.
You don't know the first thing about my ambitions.
You were ganging up on me.
We're trying to help you. She's trying to help you. In her own crazy way. Forget it, man. Good luck with Dallas tonight.
Leo leaves. Nolan turns to Linda.
I didn't mean what I said.
Yes, you did. And you're right. Ryan is my only friend. You sure aren't.
She leaves. Nolan collapses onto the couch, alone again. Exterior, B's apartment, front door, day. Linda exits the building, spots Leo vaping by the trash cans. She joins him. He passes her the vape.
Unbelievable.
What? The things he said about you?
The fact that he's right. It's funny how we can see our problems in other people's and not ourselves. I'm just as codependent in my relationship as he is. But I never saw it for myself. And the stuff he said about you have your ambitions?
I got ambitions.
Like what?
I'm a trained classical singer. I toured across Asia. But no one in this city will hire an Indonesian tenor. But no one in this city will hire an Indonesian tenor. They don't even look at my CV. And the one connection I have in the industry, I can't even use.
Why not?
Leo pulls Dallas's business card from his wallet.
Because it's Dallas. He works at the City Arts Foundation. They book gigs for international acts all the time. But Nolan would kill me if he knew I went behind his back.
You can't let Nolan's drama hold you back from pursuing your dream.
I'm trying to be a good friend, but he's so mopey all the time. The situation is killing him. And I'm glad he's finally doing something, but I get so pissed off with his delusions and denial.
And the one time you speak up, he has a meltdown.
Yes, I want him to be happy, but he's going about it the wrong way.
You can't coddle him forever. If Dallas is your key into the industry, you have to call it.
You're right. Besides, maybe they'll have a good talk tonight and this won't even be an issue.
Here's hoping.
End of Act 3. Act 4. Interior, Upper East Side Tavern, night. Nolan sits at a table, examining his partial reflection in the window. He does not notice Dallas step up behind him.
Hello.
Nolan spins around, but does not stand up.
How's the plant doing?
Dallas takes the seat opposite Nolan, looks at the menu.
He died. Are you ordering food?
I can't really afford a $14 hamburger right now.
Much less a $17 salad.
Did you see the $6 PBR?
Why did we move to this city?
They both chuckle, and then silence.
You said we need to talk?
I miss you.
Nolan smiles.
But I don't miss the relationship.
What? What do you mean?
This is the first time I've been on my own. I was petrified at first. But now I know how important it is to grow. I'm too dependent on you, and it's made me stagnant.
That's why I moved out and gave you space. I want you to grow too.
What about you, Nolan? Have you taken this time to grow as well?
I enrolled at the Barton Institute in Brooklyn. It's a short program that gives you essential business skills to start a career.
That's great. I'm so proud of you.
So we can get back together, right?
Nolan.
I don't know who I am without you. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, or where I'm going, or why I even bother. You were the only thing that made sense, that gave me purpose. You keep saying how dependent you were on me, but I've been just as dependent on you.
It sounds like you haven't found yourself at all.
I don't want to find myself. What if I don't like what I find?
They sit in silence. Dallas reaches across the table to squeeze Nolan's hand.
You look so sad. I think this is the saddest I've ever seen another person be. It breaks my heart.
Nolan looks at their hands, then to Dallas again.
Does this mean it's over?
Exterior, Upper East Side Tavern, street view, same. Through the window, Nolan and Dallas are seen looking down at the table. Nolan pulls his hand away from Dallas. Interior, B's apartment entrance, night. A narrow hallway leads from the front door. Doors to bedrooms line the walls. Leo stands in his doorway, examining the business card. Nolan enters, locks the front door behind him.
Hey, Nolan.
Nolan chokes on a sob, slides to the floor. Leo looks at the card, puts it away. He sits next to Nolan, comforts him.
There, dude. It's all right.
Interior G&P sales floor, morning. Linda and Hung hanging plants, laughing. Nolan approaches.
Well, look who deigns to walk among us peasants.
Can I talk to you, Linda?
Make it quick, lover boy. Some of us care about our jobs.
I care about this job. What makes you think I...
Leave it, Nolan. Hung, can you have some privacy?
It's time for my 15 anyway. Wrap this up by the time I'm back.
He leaves.
I'm sorry what I said yesterday. There's no excuse.
I forgive you.
What? Just like that?
You were right. I was projecting my insecurities on you.
No, you were right. I haven't been a good friend lately because I've been so focused on my own problems.
I broke up with Ryan.
What?
I'm sick of the way he makes me feel. But now I have no friends.
I could be your friend.
I'd like that.
They hug. Nolan joins her in hanging pants.
Did
Did-
Leo talk to you?
No. About what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Have you apologized to Ursula yet?
I need to. Do you think she'll forgive me after the things I said?
She's sweet. Someone you need in your corner. And you know how lonely it can get being here.
Nolan sighs. He does know. Exterior Irving Square Park evening. Ursula sits by herself at the top of the playground slide. Nolan walks up to the gate.
You're not allowed to be in there without a child.
I am a child.
She throws a rock at him. He dodges.
Did you just throw a rock at me?
Go away. I don't talk to bullies.
I came to apologize.
Ursula begins a barrage of rocks. Nolan leaps around the playground while trying to apologize.
Cut it out. I'm sorry I said those things about you. I was insecure and hostile. You were doing your best to help me. And instead of appreciating your efforts,
A rock connects with his forehead and he falls back.
Nolan, oh my god.
She throws herself down the slide and kneels beside him.
That wasn't supposed to hit you. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
I always take things too far. It's a miracle I haven't killed anyone.
The night is still young.
Nolan, there's something you should know. I'm not really a life coach.
I never thought you were.
The truth is, my life is even worse than yours. I married my high school sweetheart because he's the only person who can tolerate me. And I met you, a younger male version of myself. I wanted to help you before it was too late.
Too late? For what?
Before you ended up like me, old and alone with no prospects.
You just called yourself a child.
Don't tell me how to self-deprecate.
The thing is, it's never too late to turn things around. My life coach helped me learn that.
I already told you, I'm not a real life coach.
No, I know that. I'm just... Ursula, if you support me on my journey of self-discovery, I can support you on your own journey.
Really? I haven't driven you away?
Not yet.
Ursula wraps him in a tight bear hug.
Thank you, Nolan. I'll take this journey with you. How do we start?
Well, I heard that I have a lack of ambition and an inability to connect meaningfully with people.
Well, we're connected now, so you can cross that off.
And we're both enrolled in a career development classes.
I'm sure there's tons of self-improvement opportunities there. And we'll get you dating again.
I'd rather take time for myself.
The best way to get over someone is to get under someone else.
This might be the concussion talking, but maybe you're right.
Of course I am. When have I ever led you astray?
End of Act 4.